Hi, my name is Kemi. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for clicking. So today we are going to cook matoke again, but I'm going to give you a different recipe, a different one from last time. Yeah, so we have our matoke clean. I've washed them. I'm going to boil our matoke, and then these are the only ingredients we're going to use. We have bell pepper, or you can call it capsicum or hoho. And then we have our dania or coriander. Then we have our bulb red onion. So unlike last time, today I'm not going to use spring onions, so I'm only going to use bulb. So let me boil my matoke, then come back after the matoke are ready, and then I'll show you what to do next. So our matokes are ready in the sufuria. As you can see, I made some cut here. This will help you peel them after they have boiled. Yeah, so make sure you do that for easy peeling after they have boiled. Make this cut using a knife. Yeah, don't go so deep. Just make a cut using your knife, but don't go so deep. So I'd really recommend this recipe for bananas that are on the verge of ripening. Yeah, because most of the time when you saute them or you karanga them, they don't taste well. So you can actually use this recipe if you have bananas that are on the verge of ripening and there are too many. This is what you have to do with them. Yeah, this is what you can do actually. Yeah, so let's boil them and come back. I'm going to sprinkle some salt here. So I'm going to add in some salt, then boil. This is actually easier than peeling your bananas then boiling them. Yeah, so I'm going to add some water, then boil. So guys, today we are going to do matoke and beef stew. Our beef is already boiling. I already added in some salt, so I'm going to have that one go in and boil together. Yeah, that's a chili pepper. Yeah, I'm going to cover and let it boil. Do this, ensure you have, if you do chili, boil the meat with your chili. Don't cut it into pieces, just have the whole piece of it going in. Then add salt and let your meat boil. Then you will come back to the comment section with feedback. Something definitely will hit differently if you do this. Yeah, our bananas are still boiling. They are going to boil for like 20 minutes, so we have like 5 minutes remaining. Yeah, so as our bananas are boiling, we have our ingredients here. So for the bananas, I'm only going to use onions and green bell pepper. Yeah, so for the meat, for the beef, I'm going to use tomatoes and coriander. Yeah, so let's get started with the bananas. Our bananas are done, so I transferred them from the sufuria to this basin. I'm going to add in some cold water. The cold water helps them cool for easy peeling. So I'm going to peel them one by one. You can see they peel easily. Then transfer to this. Yes, so I'm going to peel all of them, then show you what to do next. So I finished peeling my bananas. I'm going to mash them until they are really fine. So at this stage, you can still add in some more salt. You can add salt to your taste, but because I told you I'm using bananas that are on the verge of ripening, meaning they have a sweet taste naturally. Yeah, so I think the salt I used when I was boiling is just enough. Some people add sugar at this stage if the bananas are not like mine, bananas that are on the verge of ripening. So depends with the person, you can add in sugar, salt or just leave them. Yeah, if your bananas are like mine. So let me mash them, then we go to the next step. So I just finished mashing our bananas, and remember, if your bananas are still hard, you are allowed to add in some hot or warm drinking water. Yeah, make sure you add clean water, the water that you drink, because after this stage I don't think we are going to really cook them that much. So you need clean water, clean drinking water. Yeah, so on this side we have our sufuria. I'm going to add in some oil. Yeah, I'm going to add in some oil because we are going to fry our onions and capsicum. Yeah, and on the other side you see our meat is cooking. Actually the water is almost drying up, so I'm going to literally cook all these two things at once. I'm going to kill two birds using one stone. Yeah, so I'm going to add in some onions. I'm going to leave some for the beef. Yeah, so those ones are enough. Let me fry these onions. So unlike the other recipes I've shared with you before, when I'm using red bulb onion, I'm not going to have these onions fry till they are golden brown. I'm just going to fry them a little bit until they are soft and just like brown. Yeah, so they don't have to be golden brown. Yeah, so let's fry our onions. I think our onions are almost ready. It's not yet ready. They are almost. So our meat is cooking here. The water has dried up, so I'm going to add in some oil, then fry our meat. I'm going to fry this meat in this oil till we achieve a very nice brown color. So bear with me with this cooking stick of mine. I don't have many wooden cooking sticks, and these non-stick pans really need wooden or maybe silicone cooking sticks. Yeah, so let our meat fry in that oil, and here I'm going to add our capsicum. So remember, our meat had salt already. I boiled the meat with salt and pepper and chili pepper. So I removed the chili because it was a whole piece. I removed it from the meat because it already served its purpose. Yeah, so let's fry them. Let me fry this capsicum in this oil a little bit. Our onions are looking great, so I'm going to add in our mashed bananas here. Make sure you reduce the heat because you don't want your onions cooking more than this stage. Actually, mine have really fried in the oil until now they are golden brown. I didn't want that color, but it's still okay. Yeah, it's still okay. So I totally reduced the heat. So I'm going to add all my bananas here, then mix well. Our bananas are done. So you see how great our matoke looks like. Yeah, so matoke really dries up easily. I'm going to cover so that they don't dry. back to our meat. You see we have the nice brown color. So I'm going to add in onions. I'm going to fry these onions here till they're brown. So our meat looks great. The onions are ready. I'm going to add in tomatoes, then soup. Our tomatoes are cooked. I'm going to add in some Royco. Then now some water, not so much, that's enough. Yeah, we must have some soup because our bananas are dry, so we are not going to have our meat dry as well. So I'm going to cover this and let it simmer for 5 minutes at most, then we'll serve. So 5 minutes later, after we added our water, our meat is ready. So I had to put off the heat and then add in my dania. I don't usually cook my dania because I find them tasting so bad when cooked. So dania are always the last thing I add when I'm cooking. Yeah, dania will always be the last ingredients. Yeah, so our meat is looking great and we are going to serve. And so this is how lovely our meal looks like. Yeah, it's so yummy. The aroma in my kitchen is amazing and the food looks good. So that's it for today. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. Yeah, let's grow this channel. I'll be sharing more interesting recipes. Yeah, be it baking, cooking. Yeah, so that's it for today. Let me enjoy my supper and it's a good night from me. Till I see you next time. Bye bye.